Hey everybody, it's Aaron from the Kilby Life, bringing you another Carnivore update. It is day 170, and I'm here with my blankie. As always, stick around to the end of this video and I will share an inspirational comment I received.
So why do you like fishing at this pond?
Who?
You.
Me? Because no one's here, typically. And you usually can catch catfish every time.
Nice.
Unless you're filming.
Unless you're filming.
So I'm here with a cup of coffee this morning. It says, "Good morning, beautiful." Yeah, so the controversial coffee. I've actually considered stopping drinking coffee just to see if that is what's going to help fix the redness on my face and maybe some of my adrenal problems that I feel like I'm having. Black coffee. So today I wanted to talk about rest. And rest is one of those things that I don't do well. I constantly like to be busy until I don't, but sometimes just taking time to rest is just so difficult for me. It's easy for me to forget that it's needed. And the other day I was just reminded of the need for rest, talking to a workaholic, and it just reminded me of a story a guy told me once. He said his life was busy and he just kept going and going and going, and he started suffering from burnout. And he said he got out of the shower and he went to the drawer to get some underwear, and there was no underwear in his drawer, and he just started crying. What had happened is that he got there and his brain could not process a solution to the problem. He was so tired and so worn out, he couldn't even think about doing laundry or, wearing yesterday's underwear or whatever. And that story has always stuck with me because that has happened to me in my life. I have gotten so tired and worn out that my brain doesn't function and doesn't process information correctly. On this diet, I've had way more mental clarity. I've been evened out. But then I remembered, man, I think you might be getting burned out, Aaron. Which is weird because I have more energy. I have more energy to do stuff and want to do stuff. We get returns on our investment in rest in our lives. And so this week, I am resting. I am not working out. None. I'm just chilling. And unfortunately, but fortunately, this week has been pretty tough. And so I'm not really getting the rest at work, but I'm trying to take the time at home to rest. And rest looks different for everybody. Taking a rest or being refreshed can be as simple as sitting back and just breathing. There's the saying, take a breath. Take a breath. Yes, sometimes we just need to sit back and take a breath. Another part of rest and refreshment is giving yourself time just to be and do some self-assessment, right? A little bit of planning can go a long way. And it's like you could sit down and just rest and let your brain rest and think about where you want your life to go, what kind of goals and plans you have for the future, but in a restful way. We're not gonna get all neurotic about it, if that's the right word to say. We're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chill, and we're actually just gonna take the time to chill and not worry and not stress, but think about where we're headed and where we want to head. Kind of just put the problems to the side, not worry about tomorrow. Yeah, that's not always that easy, right? Another thing is meditation. And I would say also meditation and prayer. And they're similar, but they're not the same. In meditation, it's really part of the self-assessment, really. So meditation, what you're trying to do is you're trying to control your thinking, right? When you think of one thing, instead of thinking of that thing, you replace it with a different thing that you're thinking about. Try to meditate on good things. Try to think of good things. Try to think of positive things. And every time you get a negative thought, use that as a reminder and somehow get it to trigger you to change how you're thinking. And dwell on those things that are good and worthy of your thought life. And prayer is similar to that, but I think you're talking to God, so it's a little bit different. And the other one is sleep, and that's the one I was thinking maybe I should give up coffee. Maybe I should go and finally give up coffee. And I have been drinking coffee for a long time. I have not missed a day, and I'm a little afraid of headaches. So I want anyone who's experimented with giving up coffee and has really drank a lot of coffee over the years, put down in the comments your experience with giving up coffee, if you've done it, and is there benefits or downsides? Have you seen a change in your stress level, your adrenaline level? We need to also talk about sleep. Getting good sleep. So one thing I did this year before I even started this diet was try to set up a better sleep regimen for myself, because it just seemed like I kept getting up, staying up later and later and later. And then for some reason, I wake up at the same time every day, no matter when I go to sleep. Oh, the days when I was young and just sleep forever. Right? That doesn't work for me anymore. So I had to back it down and make sure I go to sleep earlier. Getting good sleep is necessary. If we're going to take our health seriously, we need to take our sleep seriously. And yeah, so I got this little blanket. Oh. Just breathe and rest. Also, if you've had experiences with burnout and needing of rest, put it down in the comments and just share your experience. I just felt that warning. I got to make sure I don't get burned out, because I don't want to get burned out. Because when you get burned out, you can't think rationally. And if you're not thinking rationally, then you're going to have a problem potentially when it comes to your diet and what you can eat, because you're going to be you're not going to be able to think through it. You're just going to negotiate with yourself and potentially get yourself off track. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get myself off track. I want to stick on this diet. And if I decide to eat something different, right? I just came out with a video of what I ate in a week. If I want to try something different, like some sausage I got from my butcher that had a half cup of sugar in the sausage for every 30 pounds, which I don't know the math of the sugar in that. It's not a lot, but I like to do 0. But I was able to think through that and say, listen, I'm going to eat this just to try it out to see if I like it. And then I'll go back to the butcher and I will order a minimum of 10 pounds of the sausage if I like it and the seasoning in it, because they'll change the recipe for me. So I wanted to try that, but I was able to think through that. And if I was struggling with burnout, I might not even have cared. Honestly, I might not even cared. There's another thing about rest, and that is light exercise. So yes, you can exercise and rest at the same time, and that would be like a light aerobic exercise, something like just for a casual walk, something that you could do for a long time without ever getting tired. Part of my rest was I went out into the woods yesterday. I know that the woods calm me down. I like stopping and listening to the birds, and you could hear squirrels in the trees. I saw 3 raccoons up in trees yesterday. That was odd. Rest looks different for other people, and sometimes just a light exercise can be rest. If you've ever just taken a nice walk in the cool of the day, listening to the nature, or a book or a song, those have been some of the most restful times for me in my life, and where I felt the most at peace. So yes, sometimes light aerobic exercise can be restful. My 170-day update. I can't believe I'm only 10 days away. 6 months on the carnivore diet. That is just crazy. And I keep telling myself I'm not going to call it a carnivore diet anymore, because it's not a diet for me anymore. It is a way of eating. This way of eating works well for me. It's simple. I think a lot of the hurdles that I was concerned about, I'm already over. My tastes have changed. The kind of foods I like to eat has changed. My family isn't that worked up about me not eating the same food as them. And I kind of got it down that I'm not asking my family to cater to me too much. 170 days, I am still 230 pounds. I'm just hovering right around 230 pounds. And I'm not losing weight, and I'm not gaining weight, and I'm okay. I'm in maintenance mode. This is nice. The other day I was like, oh, I'm starting to see that I have some abs, and hitting the gym and outside and stuff. Like, I don't know why I show my muscles on here, but I mean, my muscles are getting bigger too. So there's body recomposition. It's nice. I started working out on days that I'm not even planning to work out. Just because it feels nice to go out and lift some weights and get a little sweat going. I've just gone through thinking about, should I count my calories? The answer I came up with is no. There's no point in counting my calories when I'm eating good, nutritious food. Just try to pay attention to my body and eat those foods. I'm not on a diet. This is just a way of eating. I don't need to limit my food as long as the food that I'm eating is good and nutritious food. I asked the question on the last video if I should eat honey and sugar. No. I asked the question on the last video if I should start eating fruit and honey, because I've seen people say you're gonna have to for testosterone issues and stuff like that. And some people say eat honey and sugar, but most people are like, absolutely not. People struggle with have sweet tooths, and if they eat sweets, that usually is a trigger for them. I don't think it would be for me. I can't say I've never had a sweet tooth, but my sweet tooth has really declined with age for me. When I was a kid, I would love sweets. Now it's like, doesn't even sound good ever. Then I think of cheesecake. I'm like, not a big deal. I don't feel like I'm missing out. Actually, I could just eat some regular cheese and probably be just fine. Yeah, so I'm not struggling with a lot of things, and I'm not losing a bunch of weight anymore, but my body is still, I'm getting stronger still, and that's a beautiful thing. And I feel like I'm also getting wiser when it comes to this diet. And I'm also getting all these messages from people all the time with their amazing stories and the amazing advice, and man, thank you so much. That's just amazing. I never thought that I would just be able to share my progress and my story with people, and it inspire people to start this way of eating. this kind of diet, the start it or start over, or the keep going. So again, like if I have inspired you in any way, make sure you keep putting those comments down. I read all the comments. I mean, I think I do. There's so many of them, right? And I try to get to the comments. I just can't get to them all. And I'm trying, and I'm trying to make sure at least read them and at least heart them, because I want anyone who takes the time to comment to know that I care. I care. I do. You're not being ignored. All right, this message is from Sin Spain. I'm carnivore more than 1.5 years now. Down around 88 pounds. Maybe more. That's not important. What's important is how I feel. I was ill. Pains everywhere. Couldn't walk, etc. Now I can do everything. I walk everywhere. I bought a bike. I do 50 to 100 squats, push-ups a day. And I do it not to get fit, but to burn energy. I have muscle. I don't know the purpose of. My 5 cents, in my opinion, honey and fruit is just sugar. If you feel good, why change? That's true. That's true. If you feel crappy, that would mean something is out of balance. We all experience pauses where the body takes a break to recompose, to focus on healing. I just came through 4 months of nothing, but my body changed, firmed up, and my vision has changed so far from a 2.5 to around a 0.5 or a 1. It hasn't settled yet. Give your body a break. Listen to it. And if you need more fat one day, eat it. If you need eggs, eat them. Pork rinds, same. It's your body telling you it needs something from them. I have heard several doctors say that you raise testosterone eating meat. You should look into that more. Maybe follow Professor Ben Bickman or Bart K, or watch Ken Berry's Lives Monday nights. Paul Sodano has left the carnivore diet in his own words, so I don't pay much attention to him. He's a salesman, a businessman. I pay attention to my body. I walk. I eat what I need when I need it. No counting, tracking, no complicated things. Oh, did I mention I'm 58 and handicapped? My health is better than when I was 25. And so that message is an inspiration, but I get so many just like that. And this one stuck out to me because I was talking about rest and just paying attention to how our bodies feel, what they need to eat. If you need rest, get some rest. Again, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has checked out these carnivore update videos. 170 days, only 10 days until my second 90-day challenge is done. That's 6 months, I think. I don't think I need to change anything. If you think I need to change anything, make sure you let me know in the comments if there's any advice you could give someone that's about 6 months in. I don't think I need another challenge. I think I'm just going to continue this because it doesn't feel like a challenge anymore. This isn't a challenge. This has not been a challenge. Anyone out there is struggling today or tired, get some rest if you need it. Hey, go eat a steak. Go be out.